In this video, we're going to be talking about our experience staying at a resort at Eagle Beach Aruba, and whether you plan on staying at Eagle Aruba Resort and Casino like we did, or if you're going to stay at a different location near Eagle Beach. I hope that this video can shed some light on the area and whether or not you want to decide to stay at Eagle Beach or a different part of the island altogether. So the first thing you need to know about Eagle Aruba Resort, it's not directly on the beach. According to the sped up video, it takes exactly 4 minutes to walk to the beach. So we really didn't find that to be an issue. It's much cheaper than having a hotel directly on the beach, and I can walk 4 minutes to save 50% of my cost. That being said, when you finally do get to the beach, they actually have these thatched umbrellas called palapas that have beach chairs and seats if you need them. All you need to do is walk down this path to the beach, show them your wristband from the hotel, and they'll happily set up the chairs for you. So the wristband that you show them is actually a waterproof band that doubles as your room key. So the rooms are newly renovated, so that's nice. The staff was also really friendly. The resort also has 3 pools, a waterfall pool, the kids pool, and the adult-only pool. It has 2 restaurants, a small spa, and a gym. It also has 2 hot tubs, a splash pad, and a pretty decent water slide. And I'll just tell you that Sadie absolutely loved this water slide. We probably went about 100 times or so. So for me, one of the selling points of this resort was also the proximity to the grocery store. All you need to do is exit the resort, walk down this pathway and cross the street, and you're at a pretty decently sized grocery store. And that's where you can get groceries that you can bring back to your room to use in your full kitchen. And you're really gonna save a lot of money because food on the island is actually really expensive. Some of the other amenities at the resort include some outdoor games like oversized chests and shuffleboard. They also have these grills available to use whenever you want for a barbecue. We also enjoyed some of the more exotic guests at the resort, and Sadie really enjoyed them.
Sadie, no, don't run out.
The only complaint I really have about the resort is probably just a little warning. They will try to sell you on their timeshare, and if you don't know by now, timeshares are absolutely terrible, so definitely don't give them the time of day, but they weren't really pushy about it. You just tell them you're not interested, and they didn't really try to push it any more than that. Overall, we really enjoyed the resort. It wasn't too crowded, it was clean, the staff was really friendly. You're certainly not getting any of the glitz and glamour that you're going to get at the Four Seasons, but you're definitely not paying Four Season prices. But this is just our experience at one resort near Eagle Beach. But you can also find other similar resorts in this area as well, and some that may even be a little closer to the beach if you would prefer that as well. Staying at Eagle Beach for a week gave us a really good experience of what the vibe is like around this area. So I'd say if you want a calm, quiet, relaxing vacation in Aruba, Eagle Beach is probably going to be more your speed. There's a handful of nice restaurants and a calm atmosphere. There's a great biking and walking pathway near the beach that we took full advantage of. There's a couple playgrounds in the area as well. There's a good number of restaurants that are walking distance or just a quick trip by car. The alternative to this laid back, kind of quieter feel of a beach town is Palm Beach. Palm Beach has a lot more going on. There's a lot more shops, a lot more restaurants, a lot bigger chains, and a lot of hotels up there as well. The hotels are much bigger, much nicer, and so are the restaurants and shops, but there's a lot going on. It feels much more lively, it's louder, they've got clubs and parties going on there a lot more of the time. So if you want more of a partier slash luxury side of things for a vacation, Palm Beach may be more your taste. But both of these beaches are actually pretty close in proximity. In fact, there's actually a pathway you can walk or bike to that's about 45 minutes in between each. That being said, getting around the island can actually be really pretty easy. It's pretty walkable. There's bike options. There's tons of scooters as well that you can rent. You can do a traditional car rental, or you can rent these little UTVs that drive around the island as well. And if you're looking for an even cheaper option, there's also a pretty reliable bus system. As for the overall island culture, we actually really enjoyed it. If you've ever traveled to a Caribbean island before, you probably already know the gist. You know, it's island culture, island time, things are a lot more relaxed, people are chill, and that's pretty much the same here in Aruba as well. When you go to a restaurant, don't expect them to be in a hurry to get you in and out of the door fast. The people are generally friendly and happy and kind, and almost everyone spoke English. I was actually really impressed with the level of people's language skills on the island. The native language that they all speak is something called papiamento, which is kind of like a Portuguese, Spanish Creole, and I speak Portuguese fluently, so I was actually able to understand a fair amount of the language, which I was actually pretty surprised with. I was actually just really shocked at how well the Arubans spoke English and tons of other languages as well. The only time I encountered anyone from the island that didn't speak English, they spoke Spanish, so I was still able to have a conversation with them. The island itself is of course gorgeous, as you would expect from any Caribbean island, but this one kind of has a different feel from other islands that I've been to before. I've been to a number of islands in the Caribbean, Bahamas, Antigua, Barbados, but this is the only one that actually literally is a desert island. It's very dry. There's iguanas and lizards walking over the place. There's cacti. And I personally haven't really seen an island like that before. It's kind of a cool change of pace for me. The island also has pretty cool rocky coast to explore, a national park as well, and of course excellent scuba and snorkeling. Another popular thing on the island, as I briefly mentioned before, is to rent UTVs. You can also take tours with these UTVs and go off-roading, but I will say if you're going to stay at Eagle Beach or Palm Beach, and if you really want to explore the nature of the island specifically, you'll probably need either to book a tour that has transportation or have another form of transportation yourself, whether that be a rental car or something else that gets you to other sides of the island. But we pretty much stayed on the west part of the island. Since we had a toddler and a baby with us, we couldn't do things that were too adventurous with them. That being said, there are actually a few hidden gems that you can actually get to very easily on this side of the island that we stayed at. Specifically, there's a couple beaches that you can actually go to and snorkel from the beach. Some of these beaches I would say require having some sort of water shoes, and some of them I would also say that require you to be a good swimmer since they're going to be taking you out in the current. But if you're like me and you really want to save money and not have to book a snorkeling tour, it's worth researching. In fact, I actually went to one of the places that the snorkeling tours will take you, which is actually accessible just by the beach. So what we did is we took a bus to a beach called Arashi, which is actually a really cool beach if you want a great beach that's not too busy. Highly recommend that one as well. And you just walk south for about 5 minutes or so and you come up on this beach and you just walk down it. It's a little rocky, so like I said, maybe water shoes would be preferable, but just be careful. And then you walk up on this actually really great snorkeling spot. So if you want a cheaper, more laid back, kind of relaxing vacation, you probably want to go to Eagle Beach. But if you want a more lively, fun, exciting vacation that you can also relax at, maybe Palm Beach would be a better option for you. Wherever you choose to stay, you need to make sure that you are able to sit on the beach and watch a sunset because they are absolutely stunning. The beaches are amazing. The sand is great and soft. We actually went in May and I actually didn't think it was too hot. We are from Florida, so maybe others would disagree with my assessment. But overall, we were really happy with our destination, our resort. The beaches were great, and there was tons of things to do. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this content helpful. And if you do, and you want to follow along with our family travels in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.